sa balay, guys.
Typhoon Tino whips central Philippines with up to 155 kilometers per hour gusts, leaves extensive damage. Torrential rains and sustained winds of up to 155 kilometers per hour felled trees and electric posts, blocking road access, affecting air and sea routes as well as search and rescue operations as Typhoon Tino hammered central Philippines overnight on Monday and into Tuesday. Typhoon Tino intensified while trekking westward across the central and western Philippines, prompting widespread flight cancellations and weather alerts across the country.
So ayun guys, nandito tayo ngayon guys kasi mga medyo malakas na yung hangin guys. Ayan.
Pagasa's tropical cyclone bulletin issued at 2 a.m. on November 4th, 2025, confirmed Tino's landfall over Silago in Southern Leyte around midnight, shortly after reaching typhoon strength. The storm's eye was then approximately 360 kilometers east of Guiuan, Eastern Samar, before crossing central Visayas. Its path evoked memories of Typhoon Haiyan in 2013, which devastated the same regions. Wind signals were hoisted progressively. Signal number 5 over isolated spots in Eastern Samar and Dinagat Islands. Number 4 in Southern Leyte and nearby areas. Number 3 across parts of Visayas and Mindanao. Number 2 zones dominating Samar Leyte and Caraga. Number 1 in southern Luzon fringes like Palawan and Occidental Mindoro. A Pagasa heat map highlighted widespread alerts. Impacts were severe. Torrential rains of 50 to 200 millimeters triggered flash floods and landslides, enhanced by the shear line. Over 150,000 people evacuated from Eastern Samar, Leyte, and Southern Leyte. Schools and flights canceled. Coastal warnings urged evacuations amid storm surges up to 3 meters. Post-landfall, Tino traversed Visayas, northern Palawan, and Sulu Sea, re-emerging over the West Philippine Sea by November 5th, heading toward Vietnam as a weakening typhoon by November 6th.
Makapunta ko emergency. Pwede pa apatabang ni Diri Dapita Villa Azalea Kutkot Liluan, please. Please guys, tabangin.
As of early November 4th, vigilance remained high, with Pagasa monitoring lahars near Canlaon volcano and ongoing heavy rains. Tino underscored the archipelago's vulnerability, with rapid intensification over warm seas amplifying risks in an era of climate extremes. As of the 8 p.m. advisory, the Weather Bureau Pagasa forecasts that Typhoon Tino will be in the vicinity of Asturias.
Awa atong mga ano mo.
Cebu by 5 a.m. on November 4th, packing maximum sustained winds of 140 kilometers per hour. The trans-central highway of Barangay Sirao, Cebu City became impassable on Monday night after strong winds felled trees and power distribution posts due to Typhoon Tino.
Oh my God!
The typhoon will then move steadily westward, affecting major sea and air routes, especially around the Visayas and Palawan area. Within 24 hours, Tino is projected to be over the coastal waters of the Cuyo Islands, still maintaining winds of 140 kilometers per hour.
Dira among sakyan na na.
Over the next 2 days, the typhoon is expected to approach and move off the coast of Palawan, further strengthening, with projections of 150 to 155 kilometers per hour by November 6th before exiting the Philippine area of responsibility. The advance of Typhoon Tino has caused significant disruption to travel and daily life, especially in the Visayas and Mimaropa regions.
Bacayan, Cebu. Grabing saka sa tubig. Mamalihog ko. Contact, need me rescue ASAP. Need me speedboat for rescue kay grabing taasan na sa tubig. Guys. Naming mga gagmayng bata, kinahanglan jud mig tabang. Palihog ko sa mga nakakita, please. Nami sa Villa del Rio 1, Bacayan, Cebu City. Makita ra ni sa maps, mamalihog ko.
At least 75 domestic flights were affected canceled, stranding thousands of passengers. Local disaster agencies urge residents in affected regions to prepare for possible floods, landslides, and strong winds, especially in central Visayas and northern Palawan. Pagasa and the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines continue to issue regular updates, advising travelers and residents to stay alert for further disruptions.
Need rescue, please. If namoy makontak na rescue, please. Please, guys.
Ayan, ipang-araw na ang sakyanan. My God, Lord.
Typhoon Tino is expected to cross the West Philippine Sea after impacting Palawan, further affecting international shipping routes and possibly bringing rain to parts of mainland Southeast Asia as a weakening tropical storm. As of the latest forecast, the worst of the winds and rain is expected over the next 36 hours for the central and western Philippines. Officials remind all residents and travelers to monitor Pagasa bulletins and adhere to local government advisories as Typhoon Tino makes its closest approach over land before exiting the country's area of responsibility by late November 7th.